everybody, I'm Kim from Tall Mouse Creative Arts and welcome to Stamp and Scrapbook Expo Fall Crop. We've never attended a crop with you guys before, either in person or virtual, so this is our first crop. So we have a few projects that we want to show you, then we're going to flip the table, show you a few more, and then get right into all the hot buys, because what's better than project and hot buys and deals and steals and all kinds of goodies. So, all right, welcome fall. Jim's going to come in close. And we are going to start right over here. We've got our super fun pallets, which, I just totally love these guys. And I wanted to show you a couple of different ways to use them, either plain or decorated, and then I'm going to show you a decorated one that we did. So what are these fun little pallets? It's just that little guy right there. Actually looks like a small miniature pallet, and it can be used plain or decorated. So I've got one shown here decorated, which we've shown a couple of times, Drink Happy Thoughts. This is an extra big mug, but it does definitely fit that. And then I wanted to show you, you can obviously, oh, I love that candle, put a candle on there also, make sure it's glass, not a straight candle onto wood. And then you could also flip a little set of flower vase on there too. So you've got a lot of different things you can do with this fun little palette. And we're going to decorate it. So they're sold individually, but you can do a pack of 6 also for $15. So there is that guy. And then they're just super cute little stack up too, which you can do. I just love these guys. Okay, so what projects did we do? We've got one over here completely plain. Let me grab that one. So I did one set of ink on this one, and then I sealed it, and then I Mod Podged the Drink Happy Thoughts on there. That's that guy. But I wanted to do a more of a fall look one. So now sometimes they've got a little bit of a burr on there, so you want to take your small sanding sanders and clean that up a little bit if you feel like you need to. And then it's prepped and ready to go. So I use a lot of different stamp pads. I'm not, don't have one in particular I like them all. So I like to have quite a variety. So I chose, we don't sell these, but I chose the Nuvo, there you go. Parquet green, soft suede, and dried oregano, because I wanted a fall set of looks on there. And then I took some orange fall plaid paper and just put it in the middle to kind of cement that it looks like fall. So that guy can go right there. Definitely. You can put your mug on there. You can also go ahead and put, this is chipboard, you can go ahead and sink that in there while you have your coffee in the morning, but it can act like a little stand also for something. I've got a picture of my grandparents so I can have coffee with them in the morning, or you can do a little calendar too and have a little desk mini calendar. So these are the chipboards also. So those slats allow you a little bit of space to go ahead and stick something up there. Okay, how did I do this, decorate it? I did take a finger dauber, and if you notice, some of these are a tad bit thrashed because you are rubbing them onto wood, which has a rough surface on them. So you can use them a couple more times, but after that I would discard them. So I took both sides, I did 2 layers on it, and I went back and forth until I got the color scheme that I really liked. And then after I was done, I sealed it with the matte sealer. I did not want a gloss, I wanted it completely matte, so that's the sealer that I used. And I took I did partly finger and part finger dauber to go ahead and cover that up. So that is your little fall palette there. You guys are going to see this in a couple of different, the next set of months, because we're going to make a lot of different seasonal ones of that. So that would be the palette, again, individually, or the pack of 6, and then you got your matte glue as well. Okay, so moving on to cards. What did I do for cards now? So I picked 2 of the Skinny Jim Slim lines, 2 of our lines, and you all know we have over 45 styles, so we just kind of went crazy with picking them. But I just chose 2 that felt like they fit the fall theme that I was using. This particular one right here, I'm going to lift up. It's number 14, thick scallop border with the 3 squares on the inside, so it's got a nice thick border right there. So I'm going to show you guys this one first. So what I did is I used just some leftover cardstock that I had, a texture this one's plain, smooth green texture ivory color. And then we do have the chipboard also. So we've got it in 3 different colors. We've got white, we've got a gray color natural, and then we've got this darker natural right there. So I cut that up because I wanted to use that as my base. And then I picked a cardstock, or a patterned paper, which I'll explain in just a minute. And then I took my ivory color, and that's what I used the die cut for. So that is that particular one. And then notice you've got 3 squares that popped out of there. They have nice little scalloped edges on it. I'm not going to use them in the card, but you can certainly do it on the back side, on the inside, or use it for a completely different project right there. And then I took my strip of green extra smooth paper, and then what I did is I wove it in here. Now, why did I do that? You can use this particular die this way, or you can use it this way. It's got 3 squares, so you can have 3 different things going on. But what I wanted to do by weaving it through this way is I wanted to call attention to this particular section, and then I kind of wanted to make these 2 be one, because I chopped up that guy, which I'll show you in just a moment, and then I'm going to just nestle that guy in right there. So I can still put another sentiment in here, but by doing that, it chopped up the look of what your die is going to perform for you. So it makes it look like this is a unit and then that's a unit versus working with all 3. Of course, you can do all 3, or you can do it how I just did it. So just showing you a different little tip right there. So that is that particular one. And then again, I use these 3 things as the base. So my next card that I did, this would be number 15 cross-stitched border times 4. So it's going to come like that. You get 4 borders. I popped out 3 because I wanted this particular size to go on this card. So again, here's my chipboard. Here's my pattern paper that I used, and here's my cream color, and the stitches are all right there. And then I inked the edge of it. However, if you wanted to ink those cross stitches right there, you could take your teeny tiny daubers, which I just thought about, and then put the ink right in there. But the cross stitch kind of went with the plaid and the fall look, so that's why I chose that particular one. And so I created 2 bases right here, just a little different look. I inked this one with the yellow, this one with the orange, just so it would contrast a little bit. And so that would be the cross stitch one. So now, which set of paper did I use? We don't have this on the website, but I know all you guys have pattern paper of all different types. This particular one, I'm gonna lift this up, I used Photo Play, and it was the pack that's got the paper and the stickers. So I'm gonna show you, this was Mad for Plaid, the only fall thing I had that I had purchased this year for fall. Okay, so I'm gonna show you that one. I like it for a couple of different reasons. This is one of the papers that's in it. Yes, it's got the double-sided. However, you've got 12 instant cards right there. Some of the holidays, I still want to send a card, but I want it quick and not really take as much time on that card. I put a lot of detail into my Christmas cards. So the other holidays sometimes don't always get that, but you've got 12 different cards you can instantly turn that into, which I shall show you. And then you've got a sheet of stickers to add your embellishments. So you've got paper, you've got a few dies, obviously your tape runner, and then an instant set of cards, which makes it really easy. So this is that sheet. And then Jim, why don't you come down right here real quick. So that's that sheet that I just showed you. And then I could add ribbon, I could add twine, I could put that down there and put another little sentiment right there. I could put it in the middle, add stickers on both sides. So I just feel like that is very workable paper and stickers that you could turn into any sort of quick cards. And then you're still using Skinny Jim Slimline, all sorts of good stuff. So, whoops, so that's making the cards, but obviously I want to make the envelopes too. And this is where I totally stress because I have to pick paper to figure out which is going to be the inside and which is going to be the outside. So this guy is owls on the outside, plaid on the inside, which is exactly this piece of paper right here. So we do have the slimline envelope template. So I'm going to lay that down here. It will fit exactly on an 8.5 by 11, but if you happen to have a 12 by 12, you're going to get an envelope And then I use this particular strip that was left over for my second layer in on that. So you're going to be able to use almost this entire piece of paper, which is fun too. So laying this down, you're going to trace the outside with a pencil, and then you're going to go inside of the score lines and trace with the pencil. Now this particular one, I did want the flap up here, so I'm not going to pencil it, but I'm still going to come in with my bone folder and go ahead and do my scoring all in there, and of course score right there too. So when I take this away, no pencil line, but it is definitely a score line. You guys cut that all out. You've got some few scraps right there, and then you want to fold it all up before you get ready to completely seal it. And then you've got a couple of envelopes to be working with, and then your Teflon bone folder too. And then we just used our tape runner, simple and easy tape runner, to seal that guy up. You can use your tape runner up here also to seal it, or we've also got the envelope glue to go right there and seal that up as well. So 2 different ways to seal that up, and then you've got your cards and they're all ready to go. Your biggest challenge is picking out which paper is going to go with what. And then we've got another project to show you. So how do you turn this particular vintage art page into something that can go into a bathroom, into a living room, a child's room, young adult room, your room, my room, any room. Turn it on to something gifty. You can also hang it, or this one is particularly on an easel. So how do you turn a print into something like this? Well, we've got our vintage art print. Set that down right there. And then we've got 11 by 14 canvas panels. Really thin right there. You can do thick canvas as well, but canvas panel. So what did I do to that? I took an ink pad, and I've got my finger dauber, and what I did, I have FedEx coming right now. Can you hit pause? Okay, so my FedEx just arrived. Normally they drop something off, but it's by Candy. We'll get to that in just a bit because, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. It's totally distracting. Okay, back to how I did this particular project. Okay, so how did I paint the black right here? I took my finger dauber and I dipped it into my black ink, and I actually did lines and brushed it back and forth. I wanted the lines to show up. This isn't a solid acrylic ink, so it's not going to dry flat. It's actually going to dry with some lines in it. And I wanted that particular look as I went around, and then I did this particular angle on the corner. I wanted it to look like texture, and I actually wanted it to look like a pulled set of fabric. So it looks like that when you get a little closer. We'll do that in a minute, as well as a distance. So I wanted to specifically give it a textured type of look. So black would be all the way around, and it actually had a lighter look once you applied it, and I did not do a sealer, so that's another reason why it's got more of a charcoal, a deep charcoal, sort of a black underground or underlayer look. And then I took a pink paper, excuse me, I'm excited about the chocolate. Okay, I took a pink paper because I wanted to pull out the pink right there. I took gray to match what was going, and I also wanted to soften the look just a little bit and make it a little bit more feminine to blend in with the flowers. And then I took black because I just wanted a simple edging to pull out the black and to frame it a little bit. And then I went ahead and layered with tape runner all of these particularly up. I did not put, can't see the back of it. When you do this particular vintage art page on top of paper, you want to take your tape runner and do it on the paper and then lay this on. You don't want to put tape runner onto this particular thing because it can actually rip up the paper. It's that delicate of a piece of paper. All right, so how did I embellish? All I did was take clear Wink of Stella, gotta love it, and then I put it into the pink flowers right there. Our lights are a little... So it gives it just a soft little glitz. I took Prima Marketing. I picked whichever flowers I thought was going to match the look enough. A single one up here, a group of 3 down here. And then I did use zip dry to attach the flowers. So 3 little dots and then a dot right up here. And then that was it. You could add rhinestones if you want. You could add some more embellishments if you like. But basically, canvas board, stacking up paper, vintage art print, and whatever sort of embellishments you like and wanted to add it. And it can make a quick little gift with a totally unique look to it. Or you can go ahead and frame them too. So that's working on the vintage art print with the canvas. And then you guys are going to look at this while we flip our table. Oh, and get ready for some chocolates. Okay, we are back and our table is flipped and we are ready to go on to a couple more projects to show you. We're going to move down the table, show you some of our new product, hot buys, and then we're going to get to the candy. So excited, which you know, just a few minutes ago, FedEx showed up. So we had to stop and pause and then take a look at the candy, probably take a test of one or two. So I need to calm down because the sugar really gets to me. But anyway, let's go over a couple things. So one thing I did forget to mention, because I was so excited about the candy coming in, is the stencil tape. So Jim's going to tilt the camera and show you this guy. It's back in stock right now. What is stencil tape good for other than stencils? Well, it is a low tack adhesive, which is fabulous for tearing a piece off if you want to adhere your dies to your machine somehow when you're running it through so it doesn't shift, or paper to paper. It's so low tack, when you peel it apart, it's not going to ruin your paper. So if you want something real quick to adhere to one another while you're working on a project. So that is the stencil tape, back in stock. And then of course we have our permanent tape runners that I showed you guys earlier. So that is on the tape. And then a couple of new items we got in. Metallic markers. This is a different vendor and we've got them available individually. So we've got a gold, we do have a white, a copper, a rose platinum, and a silver. They have a really nice tip on them and they write very smooth. And then what I did is I took two of the colors and I'm just going to show you what I did off of an ornament ball. Now you can do it a little bit fancier than that, but this is a plastic ball, so it'll write on plastic or glass, but I wanted to show you what they look like when you actually pop them onto something. So those are the metallic markers, available individually, and we still have our nice good 6-pack of colors too. And then snow. We need to always go over snow because tis the season, or we're getting ready for snow. Two different types. We've got a new one. This one we've had for a while. This is the diamond dust, and remember it looks like a little bit of shards, and so I popped it onto an ornament ball also, and I used our matte adhesive to do that, and it was so hard. What did I do? I just literally dripped it, allowed it to go wherever I wanted it to go, and then I kind of rolled it around so the glue would go softly where I wanted it to, sprinkled this guy around it, and then just let it dry, tapped it to all of the excess to come off. But that throws a lot of light. Now this is shards, and it looks like it can hurt you, so be careful if you go ahead and rub that on. And then a new snow that we got is diamond sugar dust. It's in between fine and ultra fine, so that's what that guy looks like, dripping right there. These are all dry, definitely, but it's got a different type of look to it. So remember the matte sealer you can use for both of them, and then the glue doesn't shine up on it too because it's matte. The product that you're putting on it is what's going to punch. We don't sell the clear balls, but you can get that at any craft store. And then snow, basic snow, snow riders. So that's our glitzy snow. Okay, so remember our snow riders, we use that quite often. What I did is I took a cube, this is a glass ornament. I took some of leftover paper that I had, glued it with the matte sealer, matte glue, onto the back of that so I can see the little gnomes coming out. I had a few leftover stickers that I just did some ornamental items. I haven't put any rhinestones on it yet. And then I took my bottle and then literally just let it drip. And then that's going to dry, air dry. You don't need a heat source with that. It does have that grainy snow texture to it. Let that dry for a good couple of hours, 24 to be safe. And then that would be the snow rider. And then if you want to use your heat gun, you want to use it with the snow marker. So we do have two ways of doing it. This particular one, I wrote high, I wrote snow, but then in his beard, you can see it puffed up there. Give you a 3D. And then the little snowman. And just a reminder, if you use your heat gun, we're going to pretend this is the heat gun, you're going to point that in the direction, but you know you can use your Teflon bone folders because they'll take up to 600 degrees heat if you're using your heat gun and you don't want to put your fingers right there. Teflon bone folder is good for that. So 2 different snows, Snow Rider, air dry, or the snow marker, which you need a heat tool for. And that's what that guy looks like. All right, let me check my time here. Good to go. Couple more ornaments. I took our basic ornament character part, turned him onto a disc ornament, so all of his parts and pieces, and then the balloons hidden behind there. I cut out a circle and then just glued it to the back of the disc. Same one I did with this, completely different look. What I was doing is I had lots of parts and pieces left over from different projects, and I like to use them. I just hate not to use all the scraps. Plus, then you don't feel so guilty when you use all the scraps and want to buy more paper. So I pulled in some of my paper from a Mother's Day project. I also had, I pulled out some of the silver studs, rhinestones, flowers from Prima Marketing, and then some of my ribbon that we've got also, and turned that guy into an ornament, and then that is on a disc. So something really simple you can do as an ornament gift. And then, okay, a couple of things that are back in stock. This fabulous ribbon, which is always fun. This is glitter ribbon, comes in a couple of different flavors. Sticky back, so you can cut it, you can rip it, you can do whatever you want. So we got another double order of that. So that's back in stock. If you want it, you better get going on that. Couple of new paper craft, but they're raffia ribbons. So if you're doing any gift wrapping soon, we've got that. And then remember, it's little tiny parts and pieces season. Loose rhinestones or any other gems or eyelets or brads or whatever you need to store. We've got lots of different containers on the website. Brand new tool also. It is a bottle that has a ultra fine metal tip. This is so fine if you want to put a liquid, a glue, or something in there so you get a really fine line on what your detail is. That is the bottle to do it in. Ultra tip applicator bottle. Okay, more new product, gotta love it. Check our time. Yep, doing good. Okay, new dies, character dies. All right, Christmas has exploded on our website with the dies. These are the latest new ones on Christmas, but we do have quite a bit. We've got somebody floating on a cloud. We have some silhouettes, new picture card, Christmas. We've got a little bit of Santa. We've got Jingle Bell right there. A new set of lights that has stars on it. The other one just had ears on it. And then this is a stitched snowman, and we do have a second snowman. And then these are sugar cookies. Ah, super cute. This guy is a gingerbread one, which I made him all pink because he's super cute. So dies, lots of them. We are definitely full on stock with Christmas, so get going on whatever you guys want to do with that because they're fun. And then, okay, let's talk about some of our hot buys we've got. We thought this was out of stock. Well, it was out of stock. We were able to get one more shipment, so that came back in. For those of you that got it before, fabulous. If not, now's your chance. Or if you did buy it before, you can buy another one if you need it. It is a 90 sheet, single-sided, 6x6 cardstock, all the colors of the rainbow, dots and stripes, and I sprinkled them out here. Fabulous. This is a 6x6 90 sheet, totally good, $5. So when they're gone this time, they're gone. We can't get any more. And then we showed you another time, but we're going to show you again because it's Christmas making season cards or whatnot. We have some fun 3D stickers that are all Christmas related. Now remember, these are always $2 a piece in the booth, but we're doing a pack of 5, one of each flavor there for $7. And then we've got, remember, our pallets. Oh, they're super cute. Pack of 6 for $15. That's the best deal. You can still get them individually, not a problem. And then we've got a glitz and glamour bundle. Totally fun. You get 2 random Christmas stickers that we will choose, 16 loose packages of rhinestones, all Christmas colors, and then you're going to get 5 Wink of Stellas. You're going to get red, silver, gold, green, your choice of white or clear. You get to choose that in the selection. And then I'm going to turn that guy over so you can see some of the stickers, and that's how they're bundled up. That guy's $25, and when they're gone, but so fun on that. Okay, now we've come to, just checking my time. I know I'm kind of talking fast, but, okay, Jim's gonna stand back and I'm gonna pull a little bit of Zen here because the caramels have gotten to me because, oh my gosh, they are so good. All right, dun, 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 dun. We are bringing you some Secret Santa or fall friend gift. So how is this gonna work? And literally you guys heard it because FedEx arrived. So we had to take a little pause and get ourselves set for this, and my heart's beating so fast because it's just so fun. Okay, let me explain the details. Jim will come in close in just a minute. The cards that are gonna come in it are actually this size, so they're scrapbookable, so you can put it in your scrapbook, but he's gonna come in close so you guys can read it. So if you're feeling fall, feeling grateful and thankful, you can send this to a friend. In the parentheses, we'll put your name or somebody's name who you'd like to be putting in there. So the person receiving the gift will know who sent it on that one. But then if you want to Merry Mouse somebody, that's what the person Secret Santa, no name is going to go on that. That's your job to let them know who is their Secret Santa or who they've been Merry Moused by. The details of this, and you guys can look at that again on the website, that will be up there. So I'm going to just put that off to the side. Okay, so what does your package contain? You've got 4 different candy groupings, and you know when we scrapbook, we always love to have candy. Or it's 2020, the year's just nuts. Wouldn't it be nice to give a friend something that they're not expecting and a little bit of a sugar perk and just something to let them know that you're thinking of them given our crazy year. All right, every little grouping is going to get a pallet. You get 1 pallet, and you either get whatever you're purchasing, fall, or you get a Christmas Merry Mouse card. So on the caramels, you know, they're giant caramels. You get 6 caramels in the package and a pallet and a card. Put that guy right there. If you're doing the midnight snack, these are full candy bars. You get 3 of them, a pallet and a card. And by the way, these are all made in Colorado at Hammond's. So good and so yummy. Okay, the chocolate cookie bar. I've never tried this one, but they say it is their #1 seller. This one's made in Italy, and let me just read to you. Milk chocolate on a crunchy cookie with sweet vanilla cream. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I didn't try that one yet, but I'm probably going to after we're done here. So you get a pallet, you get 6 of those guys, and then everything's coming in a decorative bag too. If it's fall, we're gonna do orange ribbon. If it's Christmas, we're gonna do either green or red polka dot. Now, the hot chocolates. Yum! These are hot chocolates on a stick. You know, you're gonna dunk them into that, stir it around, and you're gonna have lovely hot cocoa. The cup is just for emphasis. I bought it, and plus it's cute. Okay, so you get 3 different ones. We have milk chocolate, dark chocolate, salted caramel. You can buy it as a trio like this. You're gonna get 3 in your packs with the palette and the card in the gift bag as well. So you can do it in the trio. You can do all milk, you can do all dark, and you can do all salted caramel if you like. So 4 different flavors to choose from on your gift giving. Hot cocoa, so yummy. That's also made in Colorado. Hot cocoa, chocolate biscuits, yum. I'm thinking that they're gonna be yum. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm gonna pre-yum. And then midnight snack, 3 full candy bars. Oh, and then caramels. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got a minute left to tell you what the deals are. Now we're gonna talk fast. Okay, Jim's gonna come in close. Your deals are 30% off character metal dies, 20% off the rest of the site, off regularly priced product. Code is Apple20. Our website, free shipping over $50. Sale is valid until November 11th, and then head on over to Facebook and like us and follow us because we're gonna have more details on all kinds of stuff on there. Hot buys, you got the $5 pad, $5 pad, 6x6 paper pad, $7 set of stickers, just showed you right here. $10 blending brushes, didn't show you, but it's on the website, or blending tool and pads combo. $15 pack of palettes right here. $25 Christmas glitz and glam bundle, which you guys showed with the Winkastella. Plus Secret Santa gifts. Now remember, on the Secret Santa gifts, you're going to be able to send in what date you guys actually want it to be shipped at too. So we get it to the person hopefully on the date that you want. Here's our website, and enjoy your day, ladies and gentlemen.